122. Hello, testing 222. Hello, test 1 2. 122. One, two, two. Hello, test. Hello, testing 122. 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, thank you very much. M0TKW. Thank you. Two two. Hello, test 122. Hello, 1 2. 1 2. 122. Hello, test 1 122. Hello, testing 1 2 3 4 5. Hello, test 122. Test 2 2 test. Hello, test 1 2. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. This is M0AOV, Victor Delta Oscar. M0AOV is calling CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. This is M0AOV, Victor Delta Oscar. M0AOV is calling CQ and listening. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. This is M0AOV, Victor Delta Oscar. M0AOV is calling CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. This is M0AOV, Victor Delta Oscar. M0AOV is calling CQ and listening. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. This is M0AOV, Victor Delta Oscar. M0AOV is calling CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. This is M0AOV, Victor Delta Oscar. M0AOV is calling CQ and listening. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ. This is M0AOV, Victor Delta Oscar. M0 video is calling CQ. Hello CQ. Hello CQ. Hello CQ. Hello CQ. Hello CQ. This is M0AOV Victor Delta Oscar. M0 video is calling CQ and listening.
Golf 0 Lima Oscar uniform.
Okay. Golf 0 Lima Oscar uniform. You know, I recognise that call sign, and I recognise your name. The voice, sorry. And I'm pretty sure we've worked many times before. But anyway, my name's Tony. That's Tango Oscar November Yankee. QTH is in a very small little town called Leominster, and that's in Herefordshire, and on the borders of Shropshire. The G0 LOU. This is M0AOV Victor Delta Oscar.
Yeah, Mike 0 Victor Delta Oscar Golf 0 Lima Oscar uniform. The name to send is also Tony. We have worked before. I'm in the town of Poole in Dorset, about 3 miles in from the coast. Microphone back to you there, Tony. M0VDO G0 LOU.
Excellent, Tony. Yeah, I'm pretty sure from a conversation we had maybe get on for almost a couple of years ago, maybe a bit less. You were running, I'm sure it was a 7610 you bought. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tony, back to you.
Yeah, that was correct. I don't have it now. I have two hobbies. Well, hobbies. The other one's photography, and my computer came to the point where it wouldn't run the latest software with Adobe, Photoshop, and Lightroom, so I had to upgrade my computer to be able to run it. And one of my radios had to go, so the 7610 went, and I kept the 7300. Still running the Heil mic, which I'm using now, which is I'm using a preamp with it now, which makes it works a lot better on the 7300. You're struggling to get enough drive. Back to you there, Tony. M0VDO G0 LOU.
Yeah, very good, Lou, very good. I remember all this conversations we had with regards to getting the right drive. I can't remember if it was a PR781 or a PR40 you chose in the end. Please forgive me. My memory's not what it used to be. I'm getting old. Anyway, it sounds very well. I wonder what mic preamp you chose, but it's working, and very well indeed. And I think that's a big mistake a lot of people make, is the fact that the radio on its own just sometimes hasn't got enough gain there to drive the microphones they want to plug in. So, very good indeed, very good. For me this way, running, do you know, I don't know if I've worked you with my new M0, well, it's not new anymore, but the M0 core, I might have been a 2E0 LFA when I worked here before, possibly. Anyway, running an Apache Labs Anon 8000 DLE this way. It's a full SDR radio, 400 watts from a Acom 1000, and the antenna's a 212-foot doublet antenna. It's an inverted B, feet point's 40 feet, and the two ends are about 20-25 feet. So there we go. All the tuning is taken care of with a beautiful Pulsar 82K tuner. G0 LOU. This is M0 video.
Okay there, Tony. Yeah, all noted there. Yeah, your call sign has changed. That confused me to start with. Anyway, yes, what I done with the 7300, I don't know if I'm going over old ground here. I'm sorry if I am. I'll be quick. With the 7300, the Heil 781 is it's a nice microphone, but it doesn't give its best straight into the radio, because, as I said, there's not enough drive. You've got to have the mic gain flat out. You've got to almost have the compression flat out to get it to drive properly. And by doing that, you're overdriving the audio stage in the radio, and that's not good. So with this this mic preamp I bought. It's a Studio V3 Art. It's a valve-driven preamp. It's got an AX7 in there, AX7A, I think, preamp tube. Yeah, what you can do with this is you can any studio microphone, 3-pin, XLR, or it's even got inputs for a 1/4-inch jack in an 8, but I use the XLR. You've got if you use sorry about this. If you use a condenser microphone, it's got a 48 volt phantom power, or you can switch that off, and if you've got a dynamic microphone, you can push in the 20 dB boost, which it's got. You've got an input and an output, which are both rotary controls, so it goes from +6 to +40 on the input dB. And you can also press the 20 dB boost in. So I got that control halfway up, and I got the 20 dB boost in. Now what happens then? It means that you can, when you actually go into the radio and adjust the ALC, instead of running at 100%, I'm running at 20%. And the compression, instead of running at 9, because it went from 1 to 10 on the 7300, I'm now running at 3 to a 4, and I can drive it nicely without the need to overdrive the audio stage of the 7300. And I've had a play with it. I've had people record it, and I seem to like it at this settings. You've got like a rotary, what do they call it? Variable valve voicing. It's like a rotary control. I think it's got like 15 click positions that go round. So you can. It's like a very crude EQ. But and then I got the EQ of the radio, +2 on the bass and +2 on the treble, and that's how I got it set. And I got the output set a 1/4 way up. I bored you to death with all that. I'm sorry. Back to you there, Tony.
Yeah, no problem at all there, Tony. M0 video returning. Wow, very good indeed. Well, if you cast your mind or memory back, you'll remember that I used to tinker with all the external audio gear. So, and I've had one of those art mic preamps actually. I had one, and they're very good. Mine was it was like a gold colour on the front. Two lovely VU meters on it. I only used to use one side of the mic preamp, but they work very well. Anyway, I've got a little something for you to listen to. Give me a second. I'll see if you can hear this. Oh well. First and foremost, you're 5.9 plus 10 dB with me at times, so very loud. 1 second.
Crude EQ. But and then I got the EQ of the radio, +2 on the bass and +2 on the treble, and that's how I got it set. And I got the output set a 1/4 way up. I bored you to death with all that. I'm sorry.
That's how you're coming through here into Leicester anyway, Tony. So sounding very well indeed. Yes. So I'm running. I've got a full external audio rack here to the left of me. If you look at my QRZ page, it's all on there. But anyway, very good indeed, very good. And I'm glad. Yeah, you've ticked all the boxes doing what you're doing. You've given yourself far more headroom. Is the correct way to put it, Tony. Microphone back to you. Hope you like the recording.
Yeah, thank you very much. That was very good. I'm pleased with the recording. That was great. Really good. Yeah, what I'm trying to do, I know there's a lot of you guys out there that like playing with your audio, and I'm not knocking anyone for that. I'm not trying to get broadcast quality audio. What I'm trying to get is an audio that is clear. The clarity, that's the word I'm looking for. I'm trying to get lots of clarity, so on a DX station they can understand what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to achieve. and I'm trying to boost the mids and the treble a little bit. The 781G was designed for amateur radio, and it's got a little bit of a 2 dB hump around the 2.5, and a little bit higher up into the treble it's got a little bit of a hump as well. Not high, it's only about 2 dB, but it helps it cut through possibly. But a lot of you guys like to try to get the really smooth, sexy sound in audio. That's not what I'm trying to achieve, but your audio is very good, by the way. I must admit, I do like that. You can go, once you go down this road, you can go on playing forever, and you drive yourself bloody daft chasing your own tail. It's absolutely crazy. So you'll be forever twiddling with it. So I didn't intend to. I mean, I could have bought a proper processor that would give me echo, noise gate, all sorts of things, EQ. I could have gone down that road, and I could have gone down the road you've gone down with getting all different types of audio gear. But you're forever chasing your own tail when you do that. I play the guitar, and I was in a band many years ago, and I played with all these things. And my ear is attuned to certain things and certain frequency. I've always been into hi-fi and love music, and I know that you can drive yourself daft. I've done it with hi-fi. I've spent a fortune changing all this and all that, and at the end of the day, you're 2.8, 3 kcs wide with this radio. You're not going to achieve that unless you're FM. It widens right out when you're FM. With this, I can't remember. I think it's about 9. I can't remember. I did look the other day. But you need a much wider audio to get the real nice broadcast quality. But yeah, and you need the receive equipment to receive it as well that can hear it that wide. You know, so I can only go to about 3K on this radio. So you know, I haven't got a Kenwood or anything. Anyway, I'm glad we bumped into each other again. I'm really pleased that yeah, I went back to your CQ. That's great. Nice catching up with you again. Back round to you, Tony.
Yeah, lovely, Tony. And we've got a tuner in a minute, so somebody may be joining us. Yeah, you're spot on. You can receive 3.6K on that on the 7300. It'll widen out to 3.6K. Hopefully you're hearing me over the tuner. I'm sure you will be. So you can widen out to there. And of course, there's quite a lot of us that do this audio, as you know. There's quite a lot of us that do it. So I'm running a very conservative bandwidth at the moment. When I get on with the other lads who, like you said, have the ability to listen out wider, my radio, if I really wanted to, I can transmit at 20K bandwidth if I wanted to. I don't quite go that wide. But when we go off down the bottom of the band out the way, or we go to top band, and we find a very nice secluded spot, all within our license conditions, of course, we're allowed to do it. ESSB is fully recognised in the band plan, and we transmit 5, 6, sometimes 8K wide. But we've all got the capabilities to transmit and receive, to appreciate what's being done. So, but I must say, Tony, for what you've got there available to you, it's 2.9K you can transmit to. I think the 7300 is 100 to 2.9. So apologies, it's 2.8K. It sounds very, very good indeed. What you described to me, what you'd like to have achieved, you've got it. Crystal clear, nice, clean audio. So well done to you. Get the super glue out, sir. Glue the knobs and dials. It is a rabbit hole. You get in there, and I've been stuck down this hole for, well, a long time now. A very long time. So there we go. And if you remembered my LFA call sign, 20 LFA, then I passed my M0 in, cool, blimey, hang on. I'm just looking on the wall, I've got the certificate on the wall. 2019 in September. So You could be talking 3 years since we last spoke. Where does the time go, Tony, that's for sure. G0LOU. This is Mike Zero Victor Delta Oscar.
G4GPL.
Yeah, you got someone on the side there.
Yes, a G4GPL. Very good afternoon to you. My name's Tony. Call sign is Mike Zero Victor Delta Oscar. I'm in QSO with a G0LOU. That's Lima Oscar uniform. So G4GPL. Microphone main to you.
Thank you. So I've got G4LOU, I think I've got. Is that correct?
Indeed, that's correct. That's Tony, number 2. And I'm Tony number 1, if you want to call me that. I've always never ever been number 1, but we'll just do it that for easiness. And my call sign, Mexico 0, Victor Delta Oscar.
Okay, M0AOV. I think it is. Have I got that right, Tony 1?
Yes, you have. Correct.
Thank you very much, and thank you for letting me in. But and good evening, Tony 0, if I can say that. My name is Alan, Alpha Lima, Alpha November. I've been fascinated to hear your conversations, both of you really having gone the route that a lot of you have gone, or may aspire to go, both on amateur radio, including particularly on the audio side, and I can also relate to the hi-fi and the point that was made relating to spending a fortune on hi-fi equipment, which I still do to some extent. So it's good to hear you both, and I'll just listen for a moment, and if I may pop in when necessary, I appreciate that. I'm just going to tune the linear up now whilst you're talking, and which will take me a moment or so, and I'll come back after your next QSO from next to over.
Yeah, okay. Alan, lovely transmission. Very nice indeed. And you're a 5.9 plus a little bit more at times with me, so it is that time of day, isn't it, where 80 meters can go either way. Good or bad, but there we go. And yeah, the hi-fi side of things, I've a great love for hi-fi. I really have. I've got a glorious 7.2 surround sound system in the front room. Up in the attic, I have a which I haven't had time. I've moved to a new house, and I haven't time to set it up yet. But I've got a beautiful. It's from the 90s, and I always wanted one when I was younger, and I couldn't afford it. But I managed to pick one up second-hand. A beautiful Technique stack system with these gorgeous Jamo speakers, floor-standing speakers, proper old-fashioned ones as well that were made properly, proper cabinets with them. I think they're Danish, Jamo. Beautiful anyway. So and the Technique setup is just lovely. Yeah, it's none of it's valve, it's all modern day stuff, but I must say that all the equipment I'm using now to talk through, the vast majority of it has all got lovely valves in, including my microphone. It has 2 valves, so there we go. Anyway, that was a long waffle. Back to you, Tony.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I had to, whilst you were talking, I had to run out and get a cup of tea. And I'm back. Alan, I think I've worked Alan before. I can't remember what it was. I recognise his voice. Got a very distinct voice, and not in a bad way, Alan. I'm not in a good way. And I think I've heard you before, and I think I've worked you before. So yeah. Hi-fi, yeah, it's a big. I've spent thousands and thousands of pounds on hi-fi, and the system I got now is old. It's I've got a musical fidelity amplifier, which is 250 watts per channel, and I've got 2 focal speakers.
Alpha 3 Alpha Golf, 5-10-6, 56 increase, QSL.
M0AOV.
Men tenkte nok, det der var galt, fordi du har aldrig nogensinde hørt Bjarne snakke så meget i går.
Jeg kunne godt se, at du skrev.
Well, as you can hear, this is what 80 meters is like at the moment. I'm just having a listen myself, see what it's like for this time of day. Nearly 5:10 in the afternoon. And yeah, it doesn't sound too bad. Loads of Europeans coming in. But at least you can give it a try and see what you can actually hear. I'm using, what am I using at the moment? Antenna's a full-size G5 RV. It's up at the apex, probably around about 27 feet. And weird configuration, I've had to do it because of the size of the garden. But besides that, it works, so that's why I have it as I've got it for this radio setup, because I've got different radio setup for different antennas, and this one's set up weird, but at least it works. Right, I'll just leave it on 80 meters, or have a look around on full HF and just pop around on there.
Sont magnifiques, hein. Calme, beau. Enfin, ouais, ça sent le printemps déjà. Juliet Sierra Alpha, 515, QSL.
India Yankee Delta calling. Foxtrot 4, India Yankee Delta. CQ on 40, CQ 40 meter. Foxtrot 4, India Yankee Delta. Foxtrot 4, India Yankee Delta. Calling CQ. Romeo 4, Yankee Alpha Queen. Romeo 4, Yankee Alpha Queen. Over. Romeo 4, Yankee Alpha Queen is correct for you, call?
Roger.
Okay, Romeo 4, Yankee Alpha Queen, you come very strong, you are fine. My name is Nick.
Rodas largas e depois posso perder o carrossel.
Ok, tudo bem. Muito bem, ok, Abel. Epá, então e tu, como é que tu não apagou? Boa tarde, um abraço amigo, 77 ACP, na boa companhia daquilo é com um Fox. Então olha lá, porque é que tu não vens de vez em quando aos 40 metros que falaste?
Amazing car, eh? Okay. Thank you, Chris, for calling me. And my best. 15-3, here is where I'm at here for Take care, all of you. With you. November X-ray 4, thank you, all the very best.
¿Qué hora es esta?
Kilo Mike 4, Tango. Good morning, Tom. I copy you very well. A Kilo Mike 4, Tango Mike, you are 10 dB over 9. Beautiful copy in Italy. My name is Edoardo. The QTH is around 25 million normal anno. Okay.
But yeah, you are coming also excellent here. It's a pity that I cannot record you. I have no equipment here on the on my old FT1000, but you would.
And it's all automatic, you know. You just want to zoom in and you just hold the buttons. Et c'est avec ça, et l'émetteur qu'elle est avec, hein, qui était...
I have that record, and I transferred that amazing sound onto the streaming system, and you wouldn't know it's not a record. It just sounds so good. But basically, yes, the same systems as you all have, the same seven speakers, etc., and the bass woofer, etc. I have to be honest with you, none of the main speakers and the two front speakers are not, although they're very good speakers, they are not large, they're just on stands, and they produce extremely good sound. In fact, on what Hi-Fi as a budget sort of speaker, not the cheapest, but one of the budget speakers, I actually got them on their recommendation, and they are superb, very good. The whole system works extremely well. All good. I'm going to keep it short because I'm sure there's I don't want to monopolize the excellent two Tonys there. So M0V, sorry, no, it's G4LOU. I hope I got that right. In the group G4GPL.
G8KP, could I join you, please?
Yeah, by all means. Yeah, the call is not G4LOU, it's G0LOU there, Alan. Back to you.
Sorry, I beg your pardon, Tony, and thank you very much indeed. So that makes you a lot younger than me now, Tony. So I'm not going to ask your age, but good to hear you. So the G8, can I call in the G8 station from G4GPL? You have G0LOU and M0AOV. So the G8 station, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, yes, first of all, obviously, very good audio, and you're interested in audio. So am I. I've got some Thames Ditton speakers, but I also built myself a Mullard 310 stereo some long while ago, and I got this cabinet design, which was like a cavity system of it.
And would that be something like a Voight idea? Is that the idea? Is it sort of looks like a little bit like a horn?
Yes, it had sort of a cavity in it, which sort of the sound went round the cavity before it went into the speaker, or vice versa.
Okay, well, yes, there's a whole range of different types of that, of course. There's like tubes within a tube within a tube, and there's the Voight system, which had a very sensitive small speaker at the bottom, but it had but it was a very large corner system that resembled something like an old gramophone horn, would make you sit in a corner of the room and would produce and had this very large horn effect, which spread the whole of the width of the corner of the room, and had a most amazing sound. Anyway, I'll keep it short, so I'll push it back to M0AOV in the group G4GPL.
Yeah, lovely transmissions from everyone, and very good afternoon, almost evening.
Okay, so you're all listening to the audio. This is what's coming out at the moment. Don't know what you think that you're listening to, but the one that's talking at the moment, I can't remember his name, Tony 1 they call him, M0AOV I think his call sign is. He's got very good audio. Let me just turn the audio back up.
So there we go. So on that note, I'm going to leave.
So that audio's brilliant.
Will increase shortly.
I'm not doing his full bandwidth because it's over 4K.
But it was an absolute pleasure to catch up with you again, Tony. In 3 years. 3 years. Where does the time go?
Just make sure.
You've cracked it, you have, mate. It sounds.
See, that's his audio there.
Continue as you are. Brilliant. Well done from me. And Alan, absolute pleasure to talk to
So
you.
it's peaking roughly around about just over 4K, about 4.2K. But the G4, I don't know what it is with his audio. Just does not sound as good as all the other three.
To block that. So there we go. I'll give it to you, Tony. I'll leave you in charge of the frequency. How's that? So that's G0LOU. This is M0VDO. Just listening. Thank you.
M0VDO G0LOU. Okay,
so what his audio's fine.
Nice to make your acquaintance again, and I will be looking forward to further discussions, so to speak. I'm on 80, not every night, but some nights during the week.
As they've been doing the test before.
Right, I wish you 7.3s, and
he's just below 3K.
Back round to Alan. That's it. I'm sorry.
This is Alan.
I've got to look
G4.
down. I can't read my own writing. Back round to you, Alan. G4 GBO G0.
G4 GBO.
Okay, Tony. The call sign is Golf 4, Golf Papa Lima, Golf 4, Golf Papa Lima, and Tony M0VDO. If you're still there, wishing 7.3s, and thanks for the chat. Good to hear you. So,
but to me, it sounds like he's in the bin.
Yes. Do you remember that record that I mentioned, the Journey into Stereo Sound?
Don't know what it is with his audio, but
no, there was loads of other
this is
ones
Tony
that,
too, as there was talking before.
Set up your stereo
his audio's fine,
remember the
absolutely
names of them all now.
brilliant audio for a set on the
I was into jazz
7300.
in a big way, and blues, and that was my thing. I also like classical music, certain classical music.
But Alan's audio,
as I said, I spent a fortune.
no, it sounds like he's got his head in the bin.
I'm trying to think of the name of the speakers,
So,
which had
you
this
listen and see what you think.
line built into the back of them. There's like a big square port at the top. They were they're 3, nearly 4 feet high, and they had I've got to try and think of the name in a minute. It was a bass unit, a 139 bass unit, an oblong-shaped thing, with rounded corners at the end, and it had various. I think it had a peerless mid-range and some sort of inch dome tweeter. The speakers I got now have changed drastically to what I used to have. I went through loads of different speakers. The ones I got now, as I mentioned earlier, they're called Focal. I think they're 926s. I'm not sure about that. I'd have to look at the back of the speaker cabinet. My brain's not like it used to be. And they're made in France. They're very, very nice. I managed to pick them up for about £700 or £800, which was about half price. This person who worked for, I think they were called Richer Sounds, and they were up country in the Midlands somewhere. She worked for them, and she got them half price when she bought them, because she worked for the shop, and she became pregnant and had to raise the money a bit quick. So she sold these speakers. They were so new, they still had there's like a piano finish on the outside, and they still had this like blue cellophane that was like cling film all round it, which was originally on there from new, and still had that on there. And I got them for half price. I was well made up with that. And the amplifier was left over from the 90s, or the early, not 90s, the early, about 2002, I think. I bought that. And I bought
this radio is. Just
a
get rid of
music
this
streaming
tune-up.
system, which
Very easy.
which I put on all of my CDs onto, and yeah, and everything works from my armchair now, which is lovely. Yeah, back round to you there, Alan, from G0LOU.
Okay, Tony, very good. Excellent, sounds very nice. You've got a very nice system there. So, Dave, G8KAP, have I got the name right? I hope I have. From G4GPO, over to you.
G4GPO.
That's right, Roger.
Oh, General Post Office. Yeah, okay.
See,
yeah,
I
well, nice
even
to work
prefer
you.
this
I'm pretty sure it's the first time. And the
G8
quality
audio
is obviously
compared to Alan's.
truly brilliant.
I'm listening through some headphones. And
from 1945.
the audio from
Oh wow, you got a tremendous
the
experience.
G8 is very good.
Thank you for the audio
But
report.
this
It's
one,
nice to know.
I don't know what it is. I'm
Appreciate
just
that,
trying
Dave,
to
and,
get
gosh,
it in
back
frequency.
1945. Goodness.
See, that
Well,
might
you-
make it
you
a little bit
probably
better.
remember, Dave, were you in hi-fi?
I think that's a little bit too
back
low.
At that time, go ahead.
So that's at 950.
I wasn't.
Let's pop up to 60.
Started work as a compositor for a few weeks,
So,
and nobody asked me whether I could spell
oh well.
upside down and backwards, which was a shame. And then
Everybody's audio is down to what they want to listen to or sound like.
I come from the hall in here, and I walk through and there's a shop in there called Hamlet, which is still there, by the way, which now sells the great Ramson.
Die sind also durch nichts zu ersetzen. Nicht? Und die sind immer und ewig hier. Doch, Günther.
Sierra Papa 3, Florida Tango Alpha 59. QRZ. Delta Kilo.
Delta Kilo 7, Victoria Kilo.
Delta Kilo 7, Victoria.
Butterflies, but what's the other thing that's, can't think of what they are. Small butterflies, anyway. And they were in the headlights, and I couldn't see the edge of the road. And we got out of there, and I was so glad to get out. But we never saw a person in that village. And outside the houses around the bar, there were no lights on in any of the houses. Most bizarre. And I said, when we asked the waiter about it, he said, oh, that house is owned by a Dutchman, but he's not here at the moment, and all this. And most strange. But the actual long over, I know, I hope you're all listening and taking it all in, but the main thing is Jeff Carroll, who makes that wine, has just bought a load of vineyards in that village as well. Anyway, back to
Okay, if you want to listen to these guys in the morning, they're on quite early from about probably about 7 o'clock on 3772.
Not quite sure.
And then they come on around about 5 o'clock, something like that.
Anyway, yeah, and Gary, I think we're going to have to agree to differ on the EU.
So there are skids that you can actually listen to morning and evening, especially when propagation comes on.
I think the UK will be
So
a better out.
if you want to see what people's audio's like and signals are like,
won't live long enough
then
to see it
morning time,
the EU
round
will
about
collapse
4:30,
at some
5
point in
o'clock,
time.
starts to pick up again on 80 metres.
So
loads to listen to.
I just think trying to squeeze together a group of countries that all have their own individual traditions and ways of doing things is not going to work in the long run. And anyway. We'll see what happens there. I suppose if I was a devoted churchgoer, I would think that I was going to go to heaven and look down and see it all happening. But since I'm just a heathen, I think I'm going to miss all that excitement, which is a bit of a shame anyway. Anyway, I haven't really got much else to comment on. Certainly there's been a lot of an awful lot of British standards have been adopted by the EU. I mean, certainly the standard for pressure vessels, which was the famous BS 5500 for pressure vessels got adopted by the EU what do they call it? It's now a directive. I think it's PD 5500, but it's virtually the same standard, but it's been adopted into law in the EU. Anyway, I know a little bit about that because that was the industry I was working in. Anyway, back to you, Gary. I might make this one a final, and I'm going to have to go and cook dinner for. I've only got Lizzie here.
Deswegen, das ist, glaube ich, die Stadt gewesen, oder ist das immer die Stadt?
CQ. This is Oscar Nancy 75 Alpha Alpha Alpha. Oscar Nancy 75 Alpha Alpha Alpha. Listening. CQ.
Tac, bébé. Voilà les copains, je sais pas qui est sourd. Je sais pas.
Forse di più.
Kurz angegrüßt. Delta Lima 9, Oscar Bravo Uniform. Okay, Delta Lima 9, Oscar Bravo Uniform, 59 QSL.
J'aime pas ça, moi. Alors, mais à peine,
Du bisschen mehr Leistung halt.
Ja, ich habe jetzt andere aus den hohen Norden kommen. Wolfram, nochmal für die.
Ich denke geil, aber wenn Flur unbekannt gegangen wäre, dann wäre ein Kauf absolut nicht nötig gewesen. Also die Royal Enfield, die hätten mega getönt. Und gerade die Geschwindigkeit, so um die 80 Stundenkilometer, hat sie geil getönt, richtig geil. Da ist halt meine, dann, wenn ich mit 80 fahre, normal, geradeaus, da ist nichts bewegen.
It's alright, that noise will go off in a minute because it's my PIR light outside. So once my PIR comes on and my floodlight, that's the noise I get. Exciting. It'll go off in a minute though.
Eben, genau. Ja, ich meine, das ist schon noch matchentscheidend, da muss man schon sehen, oder? Also, den Bummel musst du einfach haben und an den gewöhnst du dich. Und wenn du so, weißt, man kann darüber reden, wenn du mal 100 PS hast, dann bist du eigentlich gut unterwegs. Und wenn du nachher 160 hast, dann brauchst du nicht.
Good evening, Adam Olgaro, mam Zbyszkowi.
Er hat gesagt, du hast ja gar keine Antenne drin.
Na, ist doch, die ist zwar nicht raus, also 3, 0,
1, plus 1,
Germany 8 Alpha X-Ray Zulu.
Germany 8 Alpha X-Ray Zulu, good evening, 5 and 9.
Roger, you're also 5 and 9, but way over the QRM. Thank you, episode 73.
Thank you, 73, bye-bye. This is Oscar November 75, Lima United Sierra.
Unterschiedlichen Leuten und
you know, it will affect like the younger people in life.
Well, you know, a little bit of rain has to fall into everyone's life.
Okay, G6AEC. I'll just have my aperitif, my
Tango Lima.
9 Alpha 3 Alpha Golf, you are 5 and 9.
QSL, thank you, also 5 and 9 in Croatia. Good luck.
73 by 4 miles Croatia.
Nine America 2, Echo Uniform. Nine America 2, Echo Uniform.
TDL, hvor siden han blev givet. Ja, det var han heller ret gammel.
Players all heightened skill of rugby throughout Europe.
Je connais très bien puisque je suis moi-même de la région de l'Anjou. Papa India. CQDX, standby.
Και επειδή ήταν τόσο αγανακτισμένοι οι Τούρκοι με αυτή τη ράτσα των Ελλήνων, γιατί όλη τη μέρα σκοτωνόντουσαν και μαλώνανε.
Depois água fria, apanhou aí uma... Ficou ter-se um carapau, pois, com certeza.
Whiskey 7. Whiskey 7 again. Good morning, Rodolph. Very good morning. Congratulations. I remember you.
Been watching that trigger point for the bomb disposal lady. I'm not too keen on that, and
Wenn irgendeine Ortschaft 500 Jahre alt ist, dann müsste das...
Wenn Hermann hier so an der Störgrenze oder an der QRM-Grenze so um die S6 rum. C'est marrant parce que dès le 40 mètres ça baisse, hein, le bruit est plus qu'à S2. Hein.
Bernhard, erzähl mal einen Schwank von deinem heutigen Tag.
Mike, Victor Juliet, good evening. You are 20 dB over 9 QSL.
Ja, Roger. Ja, jouw signaal is ook ontzettend sterk hier, hè. Ook 10 tot 20 over 9. Prima signaal. Trouwens, bedankt voor de activatie. We hebben er heel veel plezier mee.
Sorry, but I am in French part of Belgium. I cannot speak